Good Saturday afternoon, YouTube. So I just wanted to give a build update. It's been a little while. We've had some setbacks and things slowing us down. Just busy more than anything else and waiting on some parts and making a little bit of changes here and there. But I really ideally didn't want to do it this way. I wanted to do a build video and then like a reveal thing at the end. But we're just going to do it like this because we got to go out of town for a little while, and it's going to be a while before I can put out another video. And I have made some progress, so I didn't want to just leave you hanging. So let's see, where do we start? So pretty much started this one, and it's almost finished. Came out nice. If you didn't see in some of my previous videos, we ended up having to use different cones. So the Cerwin-Vega aspect is out of the build, unfortunately. But these are good cones, and as the build progressed and you get the right parts to match with everything else that needs to go with it, you sort of have to go in the direction you're headed in. You can't really reinvent the wheel with these things, you know. So started off wanting to build like a HQ soft suspension audiophile type speaker with a lot of motor, and those two things really don't work together unless you got a sealed cabinet. Maybe you could create a suspension level with the sealed air in a sealed cabinet that would work. But so I mean, it's more just a heavy duty subwoofer, you know, ultimately. That doesn't mean they can't sound good. And, you know, I guess what I'm going to do is I got to figure out the TS parameters of these things. Either that, or I'm going to build a really big cabinet, and then I'm going to slowly put like styrofoam blocks in it to take away airspace until it sounds the way it needs to sound, and then just adjust the tune for the amount of airspace with the port until I get it where, you know, it's, you know, the way. But I'll you know, the best way to do it would be to figure out the TS parameters. There's ways to do that, so I'm looking into that now. But yeah, it came together good. Dual voice coil. It was definitely challenging. I had to cut the spiders to fit. None of this stuff fit, you know. This was a 2.5-inch opening for the voice coil originally in this cone, so I had to cut the cone out to fit the voice coil. I had to cut the surround because these baskets are not all 15s are created equal. These are 14 3/4, which has been a real big part of why we had to run a different cone. The Cerwin-Vega has a double roll, and where the center pleat, I guess you'd call it, on the surround is, it was going to hit the basket. It was going to interfere with this. And I almost didn't see that until it was too late, but I caught it, and that's what really prompted the cone change. I took, and not on this one yet. I did open it up some here, but on the build one, this has been opened up and rounded off. And I just took a straight edge from here across the screw down until there was plenty of clearance. So I knew it would interfere with this. The spider would interfere with this screw before it ever touched anything down here. And by that point, you're way past the X-max of everything anyway. So we're just not ever, it's going to be good. So that's all been finally resolved. But real happy with this. It's cool. The voice coil is just going to be able to completely breathe. And I'm real happy with it. Still got to do the leads and the little tabs here. The originals had this little thing. And it don't look like much, but it lasted this whole time. It's just a little paper tab with some, I guess it's kind of like PCB material, printed circuit board material. But anyway, so I found this carbon fiber scrap on eBay. It's about 1/8 inch. And I'm going to cut it same as this, but I'm going to round it and make it look a little nicer. And then come to find out, carbon fiber isn't probably the best choice for this because it's conductive. inside. The carbon part of the fiber is conductive, but I found these little insulators that'll insulate the posts and keep them insulated from the carbon fiber. Bought these basically because they were insulated with this, and but these are kind of, quality's not the best. Quality on these are a little nicer, so I kind of like the way these look. Got the little pimp factor, you know, a little gold. Thinking about some piano black enclosures, so you know, a little bit of that. But then, you know, these are just better quality, so we're probably gonna roll with this. Yeah, and I just gotta cut the carbon fiber and then shape it. I'm gonna through bolt it. I'm not gonna use the little screw threads that were originally on there. They're just too small, so I'm gonna drill it out a little bit. I already got the screws and the fasteners, but these are the glues I use. I use the epoxy. This is what Simply Speakers recommends for the voice coil to the cone and voice coil to spider. And then this is their glue for surround to basket, spider to basket, dust cap. You know, pretty much a universal glue that does everything except the voice coil for the most part. And the rubberized CA glue for right there for the wires and the joints to the tinsel leads. So I kind of just went with these the way I thought they should go. There should not be any interference by the time I'm done. I still gotta, we'll see. Yeah, just gotta test them and find out, but getting closer. If there is a problem with anything, I'm sure I can make some adjustments here and there. But that's where we're at. So thanks for keeping up with the build, and you guys are awesome, man. Just take care of your family and don't worry about it what anybody else has to say about it, man. Just love your family, take care of the people around you that are in your circle, and let the peanut gallery be the peanut gallery, and you know, nature will take its course on how that's going to be perceived. You know, got a GoPro. I was going to try to, you know, well, for the build video on this one, when we do this one, I do want to do a complete build video. I'm going to use this GoPro, and got a little head strap and all that. It's a used one, found on eBay. Seems to be working okay, except I've been really having trouble pairing it up with the app. It doesn't seem to be an uncommon issue. I don't know why they hadn't resolved that by now, but I was up till 2 a.m. trying to pair it up last night, and it just wasn't going well. So we're on the cell phone today, but got new things coming for the channel, and we're going to kick things up a little notch here and there and just try to keep it interesting. So it's real basic right now, and you know, I understand that, man. I appreciate you guys just hanging in there with me, watching the channel grow. And you know, one of the things I founded the channel on was just do what you know, start doing something. Don't wait till everything's perfect. So that's what this is all relegated on. You know, this is a $100 camera for all this stuff. You know, not a big deal. You know, it's not like breaking the bank, but yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is just don't wait till everything's perfect. Just go with what you got and make something happen, and it'll grow. You just keep moving forwards, and then make something and do something. No. All right, fellas, y'all have a good Saturday.